All right, LDBC, this is your boy Coach Shelton Harrison. You're live on the Coach Shelton Harrison Combat Sports Show live. Okay, so this is a video response to Priscilla and her team, okay? Apparently Priscilla, she got mad at people saying that her corner should have threw the towel in. Okay, she got mad that, about people talking about Mario Yamasaki is a complete buffoon. Okay, cool. A lot of people online believe that, okay? I think the consensus is that your team should have thrown the towel in and that Mario Yamasaki is a buffoon, okay? We all know this. This ain't the first time. This ain't the first go rodeo with Mario Yamasaki. But see, in this video, I'm about to really debunk Priscilla Cachoeira. This don't mean I'm not a fan. I'm still a fan. I'm a fan. See, when I'm a fan, it take a lot to get me out of being a fan of a fighter. I'm a fan. But I'm going to tell you something. Priscilla debunked herself, and the coach is finna do it Coach Shelton Harrison style. So Priscilla got mad and criticized the people criticizing her team. Okay? And basically, Priscilla's saying that, hey, my team, shouldn't be criticized. And that, my team, they're my team. It's like a father and daughter relationship between me and my master. And that's master means sensei or, trainer. Same thing. That's what they say. Okay. And basically, the fans, even the casual fans, they can tell that you were getting a brutal ass beating. And it was time to stop the fight. I mean, what? What more are you going to do? I mean, what? To have the glory of surviving 3 rounds? And look, you're upset. Okay, you're upset. You're saying that, hey, we don't believe in throwing in the towel. See, let me tell you something, Priscilla. MMA, there are rules. And the rules are designed to protect the fighter to the best of their ability. But when the rules are failing the fighter and when the referee no longer intends to enforce the rules, then it's your corner's job to enforce the rules and stop the damn fight when you're getting your head beat in. It's your corner's responsibility to protect you when the rules don't protect you. Real talk. It is your corner's responsibility. I don't care. Look, you can say, hey, I'm a warrior, I'm this and that. I get it. And I'm glad. Priscilla said that, listen, you know what? People shouldn't fight to take easy fights. I agree with that 100%. But when you're in a tough fight, and if you're getting destroyed in there, and when you're no longer defending yourself, it's time for the referee to step in or your team need to throw in the towel. I can see, Priscilla, if you were defending yourself and people talking, running their mouth and saying things, but you wasn't defending yourself. So are you really going to sit up here and say that you were defending yourself? No, you didn't quit. So what? Were you going to be Valentina's human punching bag for the rest of the night? How you going to explain this? How are you going to explain this? Were you going to sit there and be Valentina's human punching bag? A ground and pound bag? Is that what you were going to be? Because that's what was going on in this fight. And me and all the other millions of fans and the millions of fans, we saw the exact same thing, that this fight should have been stopped. End of discussion. If people really didn't give a damn about you, people wouldn't say it wouldn't need to be stopped. What do you mean? What? You take a beating and we criticize your team? Yeah. Yes. And this is the thing, Priscilla. You done had 8 fights and you were undefeated. And you never stepped into it. And people kept saying Valentina is no joke. You got to be prepared. This ain't some fighter that you know in the backyard in Brazil. That's not that kind of fighter. And I'm not trying to take a dump on all your other fights. But what I'm saying is, when you get into the UFC, this is the best of the best. You're not facing those kind of opponents where you were fighting at before. And everybody in that flyweight division, they're looking to rip your damn head off. That's what they're looking to do. And that's what Valentina did to you. This ain't a game. Valentina wasn't in there to shake your hand and pat you on your behind. This ain't a game. This is the hurt game. And Valentina is a nice woman, respectful, but she knows that this is the hurt game. And she's in there to hurt you, and that's what she did. Now you're saying that you're going to be out until about 2019. Do you think if this fight would have been stopped earlier, maybe your knee wouldn't have suffered that much damage? Maybe you still could have been eligible to fight again in 2018. How is this working out for you? How? Do you think, just think, just one iota, just out of the box for a minute here. Just think. If the fight would have been stopped when it's supposed to, could you have maybe, even salvaged your knee enough to just let it heal on its own, okay, or go through therapy or rehab, and then be back in the middle of 2018? It was possible. Now you're going to be out to what, 2019? You're out to 2019. And all because Mario Yamasaki just took it upon himself to not stop the fight, and your corner took it upon themselves to not throw in the towel. I don't understand. I really don't understand what you don't understand about that. You see, let me tell you something. You want to know who's going to be taking care of you if you become a damn vegetable for taking these beatings? Do you know who's going to take care of you? I guarantee your coaches, they not coming to your house every day to put a feeding tube in your mouth, or to stick a what do you call those bags? To put a colostomy bag and change them every day. I guarantee you they ain't gonna sit by your bedside day after day changing your colostomy bags, changing your feeding tubes if you become a vegetable because you're taking these beatings. And this beating was unwarranted. You didn't have. Once the fight was over, the beating shouldn't have continued. They're not gonna be at your bedside changing your bedpans, changing your colostomy bags. They ain't gonna do that. Or giving you a feeding tube. They ain't gonna do that either. If you were, God forbid, to suffer that kind of pain and that kind of abuse and that kind of injury, they wouldn't do that. Absolutely not. Then we'll see how the master-student, we'll see how the father-daughter relationship is then. We'll see. But I'm going to read with y'all what she said. She said, "Hi, everyone. Just stopping by to say everything is okay. Took me a while to speak because I didn't have my cell on me. And I was at the hospital, so I apologize to my friends and family who threw a party to watch my fight. I caught an extremely tough fighter." Yes, you did, who I'm a fan of. And on fight time, I wasn't the real Pedrita. Listen, you were the real Pedrita. The real Pedrita showed up. It's just you got the whole hell. You got the real Valentina that showed up in there that showed you exactly what skill. There's levels to this. Valentina Shevchenko showed you that there is levels to this. Okay? Is levels to this, and I don't care how you slice it and dice it. There are levels to this that you have to reach another level to be able to deal with a fighter like Valentina. That's real talk. That's reality. Okay? The real Pedrita was there, but the real Valentina just showed you what the levels are to this fight game. Those who know me and are around me on my day-to-day know I could have performed. You did the best you could. You didn't have the skill set. And even having injured my knee early in the fight, I went to the end because I don't know quitting, and I would need surgery on my ACL and meniscus. And there are a lot of people talking about how I fought the top one, etc., that my master told me to shut up and blah, 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 let's go. Okay, here's my thing, Priscilla. If your knee wasn't a problem, if your knee was never a problem, then you wouldn't have told your trainer that you hurt your knee. So evidently your knee was a problem. And evidently you told him because you wanted to know, look, do I need to go back out there again? This is psychology 101, okay? This is too easy. I could debunk you all day long. I could debunk you all day without even a blink of an eye. You told your master because your knee was hurting. So why tell him? If it didn't matter to you and you're a warrior, why tell him? How you going to explain this? How you going to explain this? And I know some people, you're going to get mad. That's fine. Get mad. I'm still a fan. But you know what? I can't tell people what they want to hear all the time, because what she's saying is BS. What she's saying right now is BS. I'm sorry. And I ain't about to go along with it. Let's go. I will fight any fight in the world, regardless of her standings. I fight Valentina another 10 times without even thinking twice. And you fight another 10 times and you lose another 10 times. Okay? Those who pick easy battles are true warriors. I completely agree with that. And the treatment and the intimacy I have with my master, those on the outside don't know anything to criticize it. No, we don't know anything to criticize it, Priscilla. We don't know. But we do know an ass whooping when we see one. And we do know when somebody's getting beaten brutally. And we do understand that when a fight needs to be stopped. Okay? This is not rocket science, Priscilla. It's not rocket science. Okay? The fight needed to be stopped. End of story. End of story. You knew the fight needed to be stopped because you told your master about your knee. You told him about your knee. Why tell him? When he asks you, hey, are you okay? Yep, I'm fine. Okay. And no one will say how he's supposed to treat me. Okay, cool. And about throwing the towel, this is PRVT, and we're the ones who know my limits. Throwing the towel, never. Cool. Cool. But, think about it. is PRVT. Remember what I told you. If you got to take food in through a feeding straw, a colostomy bag, or, you know, who going to change your bedpans, who going to feed you day to day, is PVRT going to do that? If you get, you know, hurt or damaged beyond, you know, even to even deal with your own capacities, I don't think they probably will. Yeah, and let's go to the end. And to those who criticize and I don't give a damn, I will come back stronger. A moment will not erase an entire history. Well, you should care. You should care. You should give a damn, okay? You should care. Because you know why? It's not like people putting you down. Everybody knew that you came in the fight. But the rules in MMA, they're just that. They're rules. They're meant to protect. But when the rules no longer protect the fighter, that's when your team's supposed to protect you. And that's just the way that is. I'm done.